for ultimate access, here's a name you haven't heard of. We hadn't come across until we found this guy's Topa Mountain Winery. Okay. So David, talking to David from Providence and trying to find some guidance for the club, he said, I would love to feature some wines that are off the beaten path. And off the beaten path it is. We found these guys while driving on a road trip through Ojai. They have a little tasting room there. And they're a tiny producer, full of passion. They're in Santa Ynez, where they have their holdings. They have some estate sources and some they source from. This is a Grenache Syrah, and it is the 2019 Santa Ynez Valley 150. 150 referring to Highway 150.
Oh, God, that makes sense. I was just about to ask you that. It's really kind of fun to actually see this kind of almost new world, old world kind of like juxtaposition here with these two different wines for the reds with this flight. And you can kind of see how this wine has this really kind of ripe, polished, kind of dark fruit kind of leading the way here with more of those kind of subtleties and nuances of, for me, violets and like cracked pepper and even like kind of like this kind of like dusty, rocky kind of profile also there as well. As to where I would say there's a little bit more of this kind of like wild kind of herb, kind of resinous floral thing going on with the Domaine de Pinisse. It's kind of fun to kind of like see this kind of new old world version.
Yeah, undeniably California, right?
Yeah, San Ynez, you know, this great area, you know, a lot of wind sweeps right through this particular area where it's kind of going kind of northwest down into kind of like, I guess, southeast, kind of with the wind exposure. And, you know, that plays a big factor into, you know, how these grapes ripen. Ojai, you know, definitely kind of Grenache, Syrah, even a little bit of Pinot Noir, Viognier kind of like territory. This is the right wine coming from this particular territory and a small production here.
Merely 260 cases.
266
and we pretty much took
something like that, right?
Took it all. I mean, maybe we left them a few cases for the tasting room, but that's about it. We're pretty passionate when we tasted it. We came across
Wine's
it
delicious.
On a road trip, as we love to find wines all over the trails, right? I mean, when we're in Europe, we find small production wines. We bring them forward. Part of the one of the perks and rewarding parts about our job.
Great body, good polish.
Yes,
really showcasing clean, healthy fruit. Just like it's got this body that's anchoring and all this kind of ripe, kind of soft, plush fruit, but it also has this nice kind of cracked pepper spice. And yeah, it's a big
body weight. Yeah, big boy.
Right.
So
I mean, it's not too over the top extracted to where
no.
There's still balance, and this still showcases Grenache and Syrah.
Yes, it's really, kind of like the hippo from Fantasia. I feel like it's light on its feet, but it's big. But it just kind of has this roundness, this ballet feet movement going on. Elegant. It's just wrapped around this layer of lilacs and flowers and a little faint layer of black pepper. Definitely, I mean, we're not on the Rhone. This is a little more generous.
Anise.
And
licorice, yeah.
All day. Ideal with the Liberty Duck that the team at Providence suggested.
Nice grip, too.
Ooh.
Oh, with Liberty
plums,
Duck. Crispy fat on top of Liberty Duck.
Exactly. I mean, and it would be no stranger to like a ribeye with a fat gap, a little salt and pepper, but I think Liberty Duck kind of brings it to the center of gravity with the richness, the meatiness, the irony from this one farm.
That fat's crucial to get that crispy fat on top of Liberty
fat.
Duck.
You have me at that. Wow.
And I think, you know, the kind of ripe dark fruit, as you talk about, the play into like the ribeye or something like that, you know, that kind of like that old school kind of like steakhouse, like blue cheese crumble with all the ripe fruit here. And that kind of like pepper spice would be kind of fun. You know, start with a martini with a wedge salad or something like that.
Wow, we might have a plan for tonight. Tasty wine, excited to showcase something new that otherwise you wouldn't come across.
Nope.
We wouldn't.
My first time.
Chin chin.
Great find.
Cheers.